Power scaling in One Piece is one of the most difficult things any anime YouTuber can talk about, but it's good to have this kind of discussion because it helps and makes the One Piece community so exciting. So in this video, I compare two supernovas from the West generation. We have Law, who is from the D clan, and we have Kid, who might be from the D clan because of how he acts and how he goes by things. So both of these supernovas are captains of their own crew. Law is no more the captain of his own crew because he's now part of the Straw Hats. Law has been with the Straw Hats for so long that calling Law a Straw Hat is just amazing to think about. I do think Law is the lost Straw Hat that they will find at the end of One Piece. So that's something that you keep in the book. And Kid is the captain of the Kid Pirate. And we know how notorious these pirates have been. We know Kid's pirate always act like pirates. They don't care about what people think. If you laugh at their dreams, they're gonna kill you. Everything about them is just crazy to think about. So in this video, I compare who would win in a fight among Law and Kid. Who would win if they were to fight one-on-one? Comparing what they have, what devil fruit, and what I think will be a defining factor in this video. So Law is a technician. He uses his mind. He's very smart. He doesn't just enter a battle just to fight. He always thinks about the better outcome, the better ways to do things. And we know Kid is just a guy who rushed into battle just to cause trouble, just to fight anyone. He was able to fight Kaido, even though he had no chance against Kaido. He said, I'm going to fight Kaido. When Kaido questioned them, are you going to fight me or you're going to join me? Kid fought Kaido and we saw what happened to Kid. So Kid is not rational. He doesn't use his mind. He's not analytical. He doesn't think that much. But Law is so tactical that he always thinks about his next move. He always thinks about the right thing. Without Law, Luffy would have been messed up. He would be like Kid because Law is the one who is planning things out and Luffy has the strength to follow on Law's tactics. So they are both interesting characters and they are like black and white. They contrast each other. One is the opposite of the other. So let's compare their devil fruit. Law has the OP no Mi devil fruit, and we know how powerful and how overpowered that devil fruit has been made in the One Piece universe. Before that fruit was introduced, we saw the price that was being offered for that devil fruit. It was crazy to think about. And Kid has a magnet related devil fruit. We don't know what his devil fruit is actually, but we know he can repel and use his magnetism powers to attack, collecting weapons to attack. So Oda has not stated what Kid's devil fruit is yet, but I do think he has a devil fruit related to magnets, and his devil fruit is not to be underestimated in any way. So in the later chapters of One Piece, before the Alliance went to Onigashima, we saw Law use Room, Kid use Rotten Plank, and Luffy use Gear Forth. So Rotten Plank is a new form that Kid is shown to the One Piece community. Kid has never been seen using something like that, and it might be an advanced version of what he used to do, how he used to attract opponents and control. It might be an advanced version of that. In the new world, Kid has faced almost all the Yonkos. We know he has been into Big Mama's territory. He has faced off against Shanks' crew and he lost his arm. We know he has faced off against Kaido and was defeated. So Kid is not to be underestimated. He has faced 3 of the 4 Yonkos. Blackbeard is the only Yonko he has not faced off with. If Kid were to face Blackbeard, I'm sure he would be dead by now because the Blackbeards are hunting devil fruit. Kid would have died if he was to face Blackbeard. Blackbeard would have killed him, no problem, without even questioning him, without taking note. Law's crew doesn't look that overpowered as compared with Kid's crew. Law's crew is made up of doctors and people who just treat illness, and I don't know how strong they are. The only strong opponent I can say on Law's submarine are Beppo and Law himself. Those are the 2 main fighters of the crew. And you know, to be a pirate crew, you have to be very powerful. You have to have strong opponents, or else you will not survive in the new world. So they surviving this long is as a result of Law's tactics and Law's power. Like, Law is very smart. He always uses his mind in battle. Everything about Law is just crazy to think about. As compared with Kid, who has stronger crewmates. He has Killer. He has a lot of crewmates who are deadly and strong, who are willing to attack, who are willing to kill. But Law's crew are a bunch of doctors who act as pirates. they are not real pirates. They are pirates, but they are not real pirates. Lost tries to act as a pirate, but sometimes he just goes overboard, and it's just funny to think about. So, Law is not to be underestimated because he has given his pirate crew that standard. And we know Law was able to fight with Doflamingo, a warlord. And we've seen how powerful Doflamingo was. Doflamingo could use all the forms of haki: observation, armament haki, conquest haki. Doflamingo was so strong that he he defeated Smoker. Smoker has been defeated so much in the new world that it's even funny to think about. Luffy, he lost against Luffy, he lost against Law, he lost against Doflamingo. So Doflamingo was not to be underestimated, and you see how hard it was for them to defeat Doflamingo. It took Luffy to the limit to defeat Doflamingo. Everything about that battle was insane. Luffy had to exceed his limit. Luffy had to use more haki. Luffy introduced us to a new form that helped him and aid in the defeat of Doflamingo. So Doflamingo was not to be underestimated. Doflamingo faced off against an admiral and was like, yeah, I could beat this admiral. The only one he feared was Kaido. But when it was said that when the admiral arrived, he was able to attack the admiral because Doflamingo doesn't give a shit about anybody. So Doflamingo is not to be underestimated in any way. So Law having a conversation with him and actually injuring him in some ways gives Law a special power we've not seen yet since he entered the new world. The ability to use room, the ability to use shuffle, the ability to use radio knife, and everything about Law's attacks are deadly. He could kill you instantly. He's a doctor. And his devil fruit is so special, and Oda has to tell us more about how his devil fruit work. Is there a way to survive his devil fruit? If you are in a circle, can haki prevent you from being slight? Like, we need to know more about it. Law in the new world had a lot of feats as a kid. Law was able to defeat Virgo, like Law did Virgo, and we saw Smoker lose to Virgo. Law defeated Virgo like easily, and even sliced a mountain into two. That's just crazy thing about his devil fruit. Is just amazing. And we saw what he did to the Straw Hats. If Law was an enemy, I'm sure he would have injured a few of the Straw Hats. The only Straw Hat I think would stand a chance against Law are Sanji, Zoro, and Luffy. Those are the three Straw Hats I think would stand a chance against Law. Even that one I doubt. In the current alliance that's happening in Wano, I think Law might be the third strongest among the alliance. So we have Luffy, we have Kid. I don't know, Kid. I don't think Kid. We have Zoro, we have Kid, we have Law, we have Sanji. Law is part of those people. He's as powerful. He's that powerful. And we know Law has the ability to make one immortal. So his devil fruit gives Law a lot of power. Law is a swordsman, but he solely depends on his devil fruit. Without Law, his crew would have been dead. And to have only one heavy hitter on your crew and still survive the Grand Line and the New World is just amazing to think about. So Law is not to be underestimated. Now let's talk with Kid. Kid has faced off with 3 of the 4 Yonkos. He went into Big Mama's territory, defeated one of the Sweet Commanders, then he damaged one of the Sweet Commanders, then he left. He took what he wanted and he left. Kaido fell from Sky Island and asked them a question. Are you gonna fight me? Kid was the one who fought Kaido, and he got defeated easily because we know how powerful of a beast Kaido is. He also went to face off against Redhead Shanks, and the Shanks pirate taking off his arm is just ironic because Shanks gave up his arm for Luffy. So Shanks, I don't know who injured Kid, but if it was Shanks who took Kid's arm, it would be amazing. Kid looks like someone who has the will of D. The will of D, you don't give a rat's about what people are thinking. They always do what they think is right. They have this will that cannot be tamed easily. Kaido tried to break Kid's will, but it was not possible because you know how strong Kid's will is. So, who do I think would win in a battle? So, both are formidable captains of their respective crews. If it comes to a battle between crews, I do think Kid's crew will defeat Law's crew due to the difference in power. But when it comes to the captains fighting in battle to see who would win, I do think Law would defeat Kid. Law's devil fruit is just overpowered, and the speed at which his devil fruit works is just crazy. And I don't think Kid has that much speed to compete with Law's attacks. And as long as you're in Law's operating room, you could get slashed, you could get damaged. So I do think Law is winning in this battle. So that's the fact. People might say Kid is stronger, but no, I do think Law is stronger than Kid. That's the details. Let's look at the fight. Look at the things that have happened so far in the new world and see who is more advanced, who is more technical. You know, in fight, the smarter one most of the times win. So the smarter you are in a fight, the better your attacks get and the smarter you apply your attacks. And we know Kid is just straightforward. And if you try to attack Law straightforward, you're gonna get defeated easily because of the way his OP knowing devil footwork. So I do think Law is winning this battle. So that's it for this video. If you like my channel, if you like this kind of videos, subscribe to my channel, like the channel, comment down below who you think would have won, and tell me your reasons why you think Kid would have won this battle instead of Law. If you think Law would have won, just say below that Law would win this fight. Just let's have a fun discussion about the One Piece community. Let's go crazy about this matchup before the actual battle starts in one. We know we are on a break from the manga chapter, so it's gonna take a while to receive another chapter. So let's just have this fun discussion to keep the community as exciting as ever. Subscribe to my channel once again, like it, watch my other videos, enjoy these videos. There are more to drop on this channel. And Anime Eclipse here, I'm out.